She had an extremely simple routine, and it made me realize that you don't have to have this elaborate routine in order to achieve nice skin. Now that I'm all clean and cozy, let's go ahead and get into this skincare routine. If this is your first time stopping by, hello, my name is Shantae and this is Sincerely Shantae. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will want to stick around and subscribe for more videos. Let's go ahead and get into my routine. Now, I do have a variety of nighttime routines depending on what I'm trying to do with my skin. I am on a Tretinoin journey, so that is another reason I want to start documenting like my routines to see what my skin is doing. So tonight is going to be pretty basic. Each product serves a purpose, and I will be talking through why I like each product as we go along. So let's go ahead and get started with the cleanser. So I do a double cleanse, and the first thing I'm going to use is this Anua Heart Leaf Oil Cleanser, and I really like this one. These two together are my favorite. I actually just got these in the mail today because I ran out about 2 days ago. This lasted me about 6 months and this lasted me about 8 months. But I loved it so much that I did decide to repurchase. When I'm oil cleansing, I do go in on dry skin. So just directly on my skin. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Heart Leaf and BHA Deep Cleansing Foam. Y'all, my TikTok algorithm basically bullied me into getting this little exfoliating machine. So it came in the mail yesterday, so this is only my second time using it. So we're gonna be learning how I like this together. So moving on to my toner, I am gonna go in and use this Black Rice toner. You can see I have used it a few times, but I haven't used it consistently enough to know if it delivers results. I got this because it says it does provide intense hydration, which is what I need. So I like using this at nighttime, and I use a different one in the morning time. So we're gonna use it tonight, and I'm gonna start using it at night more often, just so I can see if it's doing what it says it's supposed to be doing. Okay, now moving on to my Tretinoin. So I went to the dermatologist for the first time in February, and I'm gonna start implementing that into my yearly doctor's appointment. She did, evaluate my skin, tell me what she saw was wrong. She said she noticed hyperpigmentation. Of course, I have that right here. And then some mild acne. So she put me on this. She started me at the 0.025%. And I will say, when I first started using it and was really consistent, like following her order to the T, I saw a difference. My skin got really pretty in the springtime coming into the summer. It got really clear, it lightened up, it just looked better than I had ever seen it. She also recommended me a sunscreen that I now swear by. I just got my second bottle in the mail a couple of days ago. So she really gave me a great routine for my skin. Now that I've been using the Tretinoin for a while, I feel like I know what to expect from it and I know how my skin reacts to it. So I do include other products, but like I said, each night is different depending on what I'm trying to do with my skin. I do use the Tretinoin almost every night, and I say almost every night because I don't do a full skincare routine every single night. That's just life. I would say I use it about 5 times out of the week. I went through a few purging periods because there was a time where I stopped using it for like a week and it really made a big difference. And I'm still trying to recover from that and get my skin back on track. Plus I had ran out of the sunscreen and it took longer than I thought for the sunscreen to come. So it was just a mess, honey. But I have everything I need now. Like, my routine is good. I have all my products, so hopefully my skin will get back to how it was. But I can say it has been working. As you can see, this is almost out, but a little goes a long way with this, but I did get a refill. They sent me like a refill thing a couple months ago, so I went ahead and got it so I can make sure I never run out. But yeah, let me go ahead and put this on. And then lastly, the moisturizer I'm gonna use is this Snail 92 Snail Mucin. I like this. I like using it at nighttime. I don't think I've ever used it during the daytime. I don't use it every night. There's another one that I alternate with, but I do like this one overall. It's nice and lightweight. So that is what we are going with for tonight. And that is it. It's really simple. I try to not overdo it with the products. I have a lot of products, but I try to space them out, like not use every single thing every single night. I do still try to follow along with what my dermatologist outlined for me. She had an extremely simple routine, and it made me realize that you don't have to have this elaborate routine in order to achieve nice skin. But everything I mentioned is linked in the description box in my Amazon storefront. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave this spa emoji in the comments. If you have any questions about anything I use, how I like it, or anything like that, be sure to leave it in the comments. I'm not a professional, I'm not an esthetician, okay? I do and use what works for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you next time.